Polynomials. In the last part of polynomials, that is the introduction part, we have discussed about the types of polynomials like constant polynomial, linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial, biquadratic polynomial, and so on. We also discussed about the zeros. So if you remember, we discussed that zeros are those values for the variable which on substitution makes the polynomial's value 0. Okay, means on substitution of some value for the variable, we will get the final answer of the polynomial as 0. Then such value for that variable is called as the 0 of that polynomial. So we will take one example and then we'll try to understand, okay, in a better way. So let's have the example first. So the question is, find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x square minus 2 root 2 x. Okay, this question generally comes for 2 marks. Okay, and this is one of the important question and a basic question. Main thing is it is a basic question. Now yesterday in the last part we discussed that the number of zeros depends on the degree. If degree is 0, then there will be no zeros. If degree is 1, then there will be at most 1 zero. If degree is 2, then there will be at most 2 zeros. Now what this at most means? At most means to the max. To the max, if the degree is 2, then it will have to the max 2 zeros. Means in any case it will not have more than 2 zeros, but it may have less than 2 zeros. Means in some situation, even if the polynomial is quadratic, it may have only 1 zero. Okay, or it may have no zeros. Listen very carefully. Even if the polynomial is quadratic, it may have 1 or no zeros, but to the max it will have 2 zeros only. See, we have many types of polynomials, but in this chapter we will focus on quadratic polynomial. Okay, so suppose we have the polynomial x square minus 2 root 2 x. So in this degree is 2, so to the max means at most we will have 2 zeros. We can have 1 or no zeros, but to the max we will have 2 zeros, but means in any case we will not have 3 zeros. Is it very clear? So let's first we have to find what we are asked here. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial. Okay, so how to find it? Let's check. The solution goes, we will have to consider first the polynomial as p of x. Now what does p means? P means polynomial and x means in variable x. This polynomial is in variable x, so that's why p of x. P of x equals to x square minus 2 root 2 x. Is it very clear? Now we will factorize this. Okay, if we go to factorization, what we will get here, we can check here in the two terms. There are two terms, this is one term, this is another term. In the two terms, what is common? X is common, so we can write it as x. Okay, we have taken x common here, so we'll left with 1x, and in the second term we have taken out this x common, so we'll be left with only 2 root 2. Clear? Clear? So to find the roots, what we do, we consider let p of x equal to 0. This is what we do when we have to find the zeros. When we have to find the zeros, we consider p of x equal to 0. So for our situation it will be x minus 2 root 2 will be equal to 0. Now when there are, now here you can see x is there and another bracket x minus 2 root 2 is there. Means we are saying that there are two factors which on multiplication giving out 0. When two numbers on multiplication giving out 0, means one of them has to be 0. One of them has to be 0. Okay, so we can say that here x is 0 okay, or x minus 2 root 2 is 0. We can say x is 0 or x is equals to 2 root 2. Now you understand this, how we got this? We will send this 2 root 2 on the other side, we will get x equals to 2 root 2. So these are the two zeros. So we will say zeros are, what are the zeros? This 0 and 2 root 2. Is it very clear? 0 and 2 root 2 are the zeros. Clear? So this way, now how many zeros we are getting here? 2 zeros, okay, because degree is 2. So if degree is 2, we will get to the max 2 zeros. If degree is 1, we will get only 1 zero, and if degree is 3, we will get 3 zeros at to the max, okay. So for finding out 0, what we will do? First we will factorize it, the given polynomial, and then we will equate it to 0, that polynomial equate it to 0, and on sending the terms on the other side, we will get the 2 zeros, okay. So this way, this is the way we use to find the zeros. Now this was the question where you were asked to find the zeros. In some situation they may give you values for x and they may ask you to check whether these values are zeros of the given polynomial or not, okay. So let's have such type of question. So the question is, show that 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 are the zeros of the polynomial 4x square plus 4x minus 3, okay. What is the question? Show that 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 are the zeros of the polynomial 4x square plus 4x minus 3. So how to check whether the given numbers, given values are the zeros or not, okay. So it is easier than the previous one. So let's have the solution. What we do, the same way we will consider, let p of x equals to 4x square plus 4x minus 3, p of x equals to 4x square plus 4x minus 3. Then what we will do, we will substitute this value in place of x. So for x equals to 1 by 2, what we will get? P of 1 by 2. Now wherever there is x, there will put 1 by 2. Wherever there is x, there will put 1 by 2. So what we get here? 4 x square means 1 by 2 square plus 4 1 by 2 minus 3. Clear? So what we will get here? 4 into 1 by 4, because 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, plus 4 into 1 by 2 minus 3. Here 4 will cancel each other, here 2 1s are 2 2s are. So here what will get? 4 after cancellation of 4 will get 1 plus 2 minus 3. Now 1 plus 2 is 3 and 3 minus 3 is 0. So answer will be 0. Now because on substitution of this value we get the value of the polynomial as 0, so we will say that 1 by 2 is a 0 of the given polynomial. Now we will check for the second. For x equals to minus 3 by 2, let's check. P of minus 3 by 2 equals to 4 into bracket minus 3 by 2 bracket square plus 4 minus 3 by 2 and minus 3. Now 3 square is 9, but we know that minus is there, then also square will be positive. Is it very clear? So what we'll get here? 4 into 3 square is 9 and 2 square is 4, plus here what will happen? 4 into minus 3, so we'll get minus 12 by 2. Because there is a minus sign, we'll put in a bracket and then minus 3. Now in the first term 4 will get cancelled, will be left with 9 only, and plus minus minus 12 and then minus 3. Okay. Now what is happening here, this 9 and this 12 twos are 2 was also there. Okay, this will cancel and it will become 6. So what we are left with, we will write here 9 minus 6 minus 3. Now this both are negative, so they will add 6 and 3, so we will get 9 minus 9. What will get here, 9 minus 9, and 9 minus 9 is 0. Is it visible? Yes. So 9 minus 9 is 0. So what we will say, that 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 are the zeros of the polynomial 4x square plus 4x minus 3. If on substitution the value comes out to be 0, if on substitution value comes out to be 0, then we will say that 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 are the zeros of the given polynomial. Is it very clear? Is it very clear? So from the question we will get the solution that 1 by 2 and minus 3 by 2 are the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, these are the two types which are surely asked in the exam. Now polynomial chapter is not too difficult, not too big, okay, not too lengthy, only few types are there, so it is easy to cover such type of questions which are most expected ones. Okay, if there is any doubt, if there is any query, if there is any confusion, so do comment. Okay, it is not important whether your doubts are getting cleared from which medium. What is important, your doubt should get cleared by any ways, okay. So with this we'll stop here. Take care.